Business Challenge, HBC, is a 10-day program that seeks to equip tertiary students and young professionals with the relevant skills to thrive within the horticulture sector in Ghana. So the program officially began with the kickoff event, which was the official launch and the final selection of the participants. One major element of the program was that participants had to brainstorm feasible solutions to the business challenges of real-life companies in Ghana.
We were very happy that we have the collaboration with Holland Green Tech, and through them and Eden Tree, also farm estates. So we have 3 companies who will basically have to prepare the business cases on which you will work.
Entrepreneurship is all about being able to sell your products. So the case that you are working on is a marketing case. The case is about mainly how do you get to difficult areas to sell your products.
So one of the pillars of farm estates is food safety and no waste in our production cycle.
We are coming up with using fruit to actually prolong the lifespan of fruit and veggies to prolong the lifespan of the veggies.
Those who were selected now went through the 10-day program, and it included elements like an introduction to the horticulture sector, networking with industry experts, practical skills within the sector, and practical sessions to get participants' hands dirty within the sector and feel it for themselves how things are done on the ground.
So the networking and practical sessions gave us an opportunity to, be able to bring out the classroom-based knowledge and then take it to the field. So this gave us an opportunity to actually put in the work on the field and see how things are on the ground, not just in the books. And then the networking also gave us an opportunity to link with like-minded people, people who are already established in the field, who have been through the ups and downs and are able to tell us the kind of path we are to take.
One thing I'll talk about is the market research, because it's not like we are sitting somewhere, we are putting things together, writing to find a solution, but we actually went to the market to go and do a survey and know to get real-time data. So that is what I'll appreciate much, that it was really practical.
Participants also had the opportunity to visit Eden Tree Limited and Farm Estates Limited. The aim of this visit was to give participants a better understanding into the context of the business challenge. What was the problem these companies were facing, and how could they work in teams to ensure that the companies were given feasible solutions to their challenges?
Once again, my name is Johnny Chamal. I will be your moderator for today, as well as doubling as a coach for the program. We just want to welcome you all to the 2024 Horticulture Business Challenge. You are here to bring your innovative idea to the company reps so that they can, identify who they want on the team for the HBC. Yeah, it's really nice to see you all. At least now I know who made it, because I didn't know who had made it or not up until now. So you're very structured.
Likes to compete and win. She's an implementer, which means that she always makes sure that the work is done and has to be done and done well according to structures and coordinate the she's.
female presence in the business community is increasingly more visible and becoming more dominant. At Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council, we believe in the power of women in business. And this is why, with the support of the Royal Netherlands Embassy, we've launched an exciting new project, Women in Business. My name is Jemima Roxon, and I'm a project manager at the GNBCC, the Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council. And last year, we kicked off our very first Women in Business program. This was a program organized to support women entrepreneurs that are active in the horticulture sector. And throughout this program, we had 20 participants that went through mentoring, capacity building, and we gave them several opportunities to work on their network. So the overall goal was to assist the women entrepreneurs to grow their business, to scale their business. We really wanted to help them improve upon their skills, their capabilities, and that's why we gave them a mentor to guide them to, first of all, identify the challenges, the issues they were having in their business, and to find the right ways to help them.
My mentor was Madam Catherine Krobo Edusei of Eden Tree. I was glad I had her as my mentor because she was in the field what I'm doing. I produce vegetables, fruits, and then also cereals. So she was able to coach me through food safety and then food handling, and also how to relate with my employees.
I joined the GNBCC, and as part of their program, they gave me a mentor in the name of Madame Avinantra Kwamensa. She helped me in a lot of ways. I could just mention but a few, because I've been able to register my trademark. I've gotten exposure to market my products. She's brought me some investors who have helped me with some assistance with my business, and she has also mentored me very well to the extent that now I have some of the certificates which I didn't have before.
The mentoring program really helped me set some targets which I have achieved. Some I've achieved. I'll talk about two. So the first one is in one of my conversations with my mentor, she made me aware that sometimes product sells when they come in sets. For example, I dealt with a very bad acne, and so I have learned about the skin and the ingredients and product that can help. So she advised that I put them in a set, like maybe a face wash, a toner, face cream and all that. And when they buy it, it's not like they are now going to look for another complementary products for it. And so they're able to use one set, and that sells very well compared to selling individual products. So that is one. The second one that I'll talk about will be the workshop, the very first workshop that we had with Madame Florence, where she spoke about knowing the different personalities, my personality and the personality of people I work with. That has always been a problem for me because I don't trust easily, and so I'm not able to employ people or work with people easily. But after that workshop, I could just speak to you and know your personality type, not to tag you, but just to know how to relate better with you. So that has really, really helped me.
I was able to show them what I have done in the past. They could see what I have achieved, and plus where we work, I took them through the processes. They went round, they took a tour of the facility. They saw how everything was in order. There was a flow, the documentation, the compliance. So the evidence was there for them to see. So therefore, it was easier for them to accept that yes, it actually works.
For one of them, I think her challenge was how to be out there, how to get funding, how to present herself. And the other one had an issue with public speaking. So the idea is, even if the people are before you, how do you communicate to them what you have? And then the third one, there were issues with intellectual property. So she's producing and advertising with a particular brand, but through our interactions, I realized that the brand was already out there. Somebody was already doing that. So the idea was bring on board my expertise as a lawyer, specializing in intellectual property, and help them, one, to protect their brand, two, help them with their communication skills, and three, let them know that wherever you are, within a minute, you can make a difference.
The level of engagement of the women entrepreneurs, the participants, was really high, and it was really exciting to see. For example, if you talk about the workshops that we had, they were very much engaged. They asked a lot of questions, and from their feedback, they actually got a lot from the workshops. But even within the mentorship, from the feedback gotten from the mentees themselves and their mentors, it was helpful, and it was also, I think, for a great part due to their involvement in the entire programs.
The mentoring program indeed really helped me a lot. It really, really helped me because my mentor was everything. When I asked her to assist me in anything, even if it's not her field, she would make calls. When I tell her I need to be part of the GEPA, she will make a call. She will say, okay, let me see if I can call someone. There is this program organized by the Ghana Standards Authority for entrepreneurs. She said, Rafia, let me make a call and get you in there. So the mentoring session I had with her really helped me and scaled my business up. When I started the program with the GNBCC, I used to sell a product, one product to 20 products in a month. And sometimes it is even less. Sometimes it is even zero sales. But ever since I got exposure, I got to talk to all the people that came into my life, I have been selling, if not 100 pouches in a month, 200 pouches, 300 pouches, and that is just on one single product. So now you can imagine my business is actually growing.
I wasn't having stable workforce, that's workers, but with that and what my mentee was able to direct me, now I have permanent in all 15 workers who are permanent. But initially I wasn't having that.
My confidence has really, really been built because of this program. And right now I hardly doubt myself. And now I can see that the few workers that I have, my leadership quality has changed, has really improved, and I'm able to delegate easily without being on people's neck because I trust that they can do it. And if it doesn't even go well, I'm able to correct and shape it very well. And when I have to go into meetings about my brand, it's easier now because I know what I'm going to say. This has built my confidence in such a way that I'm not afraid to face anybody as far as my brand is concerned.
I was very shy when talking to people, and I would run to my mentor and tell her that there's this program coming, they've asked me to come and give a speech on my product. But madam, they said the people are many and I can't face them. And she would sit me down and tell me, entrepreneurship is leadership. So throughout the program, I've faced a lot of crowd. I've been able to talk to them, and each time I'm speaking to them, I remember my mentor. She would tell me, Rafi, you can do this.
The success of this program was not just about the mentees meeting their set goals, but really how they were able to improve upon themselves and their businesses. And for many of them, they had so many positive results. because just by working with their mentors, they were able to identify issues that they didn't even realize they had in their businesses before. For some of them, through some of the networking opportunities they had, they were able to meet people. Some of them now are even able to get their products in other countries.
To see where my mentees started and where they are, i.e., a number of them have been able to benefit from my network. In two particular instances, they needed help with preparing business plans and etc. I was able to connect them to people. Some of them needed assistance with financing, and I was able to link them up with some of my contacts. Another particular mentee needed help with packaging. And again, she was linked to one of my contacts, and I see the products now and I'm amazed at what they are doing. And in this respect, I want to say thank you to EPAC, thank you to Cookling, and thank you to iHomes for supporting my mentees.
For me, it was when I saw receipts and certificates of compliance that actually gave me satisfaction that I made an impact. You know, something came out of the mentoring, you know, to guide them along the path of being compliant.
So I've attended most of the GNBCC workshops. I think the one that was very, very beneficial to me was the one that we attended at Eden Tree. She brought personnel there to teach us on how to do our bookkeeping, HR, and then she also gave us some of the personnel that work with her that if we need their assistance, they should come to us and then help us out.
One of the workshop or the event that was beneficial, I would say two, the entrepreneurial development plan, and then the cocktail event that we had. The cocktail event helped me to network with other prominent people. That with that, I was able to get markets for especially my rice. Some ordered for the rice. Even the GNBCC ordered for some through that exhibitions that we did over there.
To me, I think the GNBCC Women in Business program has been successful. Personally, I've been able to work on myself and my business approach and marketing strategy. So generally, it has been a successful program.
So it's very important for us to sustain the impact of this program. So there are two things we're doing. First of all, for the participants of this maiden program, we're looking forward to create an alumni network and to keep engaging them. We would want to be able to track their progress and continue to assist them however we can. And due to the success of this program, we are also going to start a new cohort. So we'll have our next cohort, and we're even looking to go beyond Accra so that more entrepreneurs can benefit from this.
One of the positive impact for me was being able to showcase my mentees' products at our new shop that we just opened. So therefore, it means that we have entered into a long-lasting relationships where I could continue to see them grow. I could help them market their products.
For all three mentees, I've received positive feedback about the fact that they had no knowledge of certain things, but by joining GNBCC, the Women in Business project, they have acquired immense knowledge. They've acquired other soft skills that they never thought they would acquire. And for me, I would say thumbs up to GNBCC, thumbs up to Women in Business. It's been a fantastic program, and I say that please keep doing it.
I will surely recommend this program to any entrepreneur, whether beginner, whether somebody who is already in the industry. I'll tell them to pass through GNBCC and to experience the magic.
Generally, I will encourage all women to partake in this program, because me personally, this program has been able to help me in so many ways. I've been able to grow my business. I've been able to put my business on a spotlight where people now know much about Cornelius Farms. It has helped me in networking, mingling with other same-minded people in my business, where initially I didn't even know where to go about it. It has helped me in so many ways. I will recommend that all women who are interested should partake in this program, and it's going to help them marvelously.
The GNBCC Women in Business Mentorship Program is an amazing program. I would wish that every woman, I would do this again if I'm given the chance. So I would wish that every woman who is in business would think of being a part of this program, because it's going to shape you. It's going to help your business. The confidence level is going to be out of the world. You'll be able to talk to anybody you need to talk to. So I'll encourage every woman who is in business to strive to be a part of the next cohort of the GNBCC Women in Business Mentorship Program.
So for me, the success of this program is not just about the mentees meeting their goals, but really how they were able to improve upon themselves and their businesses. For example, mentees calling me to share out of excitement the results that they've achieved, mentees that were barely selling and now don't even have enough capacity to produce. That's really positive.
My final words will be to you, Jemima, the Women in Business team, and GNBCC as a whole. I've said earlier that you're doing a fantastic job. Don't relent on it. Keep moving forward. And I believe that very soon, when we talk about mentorship, the names that will come up are Jemima, Women in Business, and GNBCC.
So my last words would be thank you. Thank you, first of all, to the Netherlands Embassy for assisting GNBC with this project. Thank you to all the mentors for going out of their way to assist the mentees, as well as the different facilitators that we had during this program. And of course, also a big thank you to the mentees for their participation and sticking throughout this program and coming out with great results. And to anyone that hasn't yet participated in this program, when we start our next cohort, make sure you're a part of it.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to GNBCC's Women in Business workshop. This is our very first workshop, and one of our own mentors, Dr. Florence, will be taking us through. I hope you have expectations in terms of things you want to achieve, whether for your business or in your role as an employee.
The first exercise you're doing is to find out who you think you are. So by the end of the day, after we've gone through everything, you will check and see whether what you wrote initially is actually who you are. So you are welcome to Gender Makes Business Sense, and today our topic is my change maker profile.
If there's fault, I come to you. Like, you told me.
course, at the end, share which is more valuable.
The GNBCC Women in Business has had a profound impact on my business and personal growth. It's been an amazing journey for me joining this group. It has helped me understand business strategies and also introduced me to a lot of opportunities, which has been mind-blowing in my life and my business.
Now, how did I get to know about women in business? So it was through the EU Business Forum, I think last year. I love to attend events and programs and networking events. And as I walked through the stalls during the event, I managed to walk to the GNBCC stand, where I started asking questions, what do you do and all that. And then Jemima by then said, oh, this is what we do. Women in business, what do you also do? I introduced myself. He says, I think you should apply.
Why I joined GNBCC Women in Business program was for, first of all, to be able to get expert mentorship and training, also be able to scale my business. And then the third one I will give to be export ready as we grow in business, in the industry.
Through my mentorship, I was able to create or come up with my pitch deck. Okay, so we went through our pitch deck from A to C, and then we refined it. I mean, Fatima will she'll bring you some research, she'll get you some links to go and read on, and how to redefine and categorize a brand so that we don't only stick to one particular category, but we should, I just don't know what to say. Fatima was amazing when it comes to mentorship.
One of the things that my mentor said was, I mean, these ones are cliches. I mean, they are in the market. These containers are in the market, yes. However, we can do something better. And so I went out and fished for new ones. And then I found these beautiful packaging containers. And when I introduced them at one of our exhibitions, oh, you should come and see. Everyone was, oh, this is beautiful, this is nice, okay. So, and they bought it, no matter the price. So you see, it's not only about pricing, but when you package nicely and you put a little price on it, they will buy it. Yes, so I changed the packaging, and this is like, you know, a dual packaging you can use after consuming the chips. You can now put in probably your spaghetti, or you can put your spices, or you buy another pack of Cocoa Crunch and then you pour it back into it, and it is sealed. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really nice.
So my mentor Evelyn also helped me a lot when it comes to my finances, and also she introduced me to some softwares that has really helped me stay organized in my business, being able to take stocks and also my inputs, etc.
But one of the main impacts that I think that I have had
during the 6 months, we also had another training where we were introduced to pensions, whether, you know, we are saving for our future and all that. And that session actually got me thinking a lot. I was able to meet the team from PPT, People's Pensions Trust actually, and as they took me through their products, I realized that this is a place that I would like to invest or put in and save my pensions. And I didn't want to be selfish. I introduced my team on board, my staff. I made sure that I start taking care of them because they've been with me for a long time.
It's about branding. And so during this session, we did a rebranding of our products, not the content, but how our products really looks like. And one of the key things was that this was how we used to package our products. But today, if you look behind me, all this came through mentorship and through this program. There were shops and companies that we had approached way before. We've been around for over 12 years. And there were companies we had approached, wanted our things to go into their shops and everything. And actually it was the packaging they didn't want. And the one was communicating, it was the packaging. Right after we changed the packaging or we did the rebranding, we saw the same people now coming on board.
Then another training that we had during the 6 months with women in business was the training on accountancy. I mean, it was a good thing GNBCC did, because for us as entrepreneurs, you know, when it comes to accountancy, we always shelve it. But this is where I felt like in 2026, I really want to make a change and consolidate all my accounts and make sure that I'm having a stress-free working environment when it comes to accounting. So in terms of branding, I'll say that I've improved, and I want to say a very big thank you to my mentor and GNBCC for selecting such a fire woman to support women in business at the growth level.
I'm super excited to be a member of this group, and the most exciting part of it, I'm an official member of GNBCC, and I'm looking forward to greater opportunities.
I'm Robert Donko, Managing Director for Fruit Veg Farms Limited Company, a company that is engaged in fresh and dried fruits, vegetables, and spices. Participating in the GNBCC SME Support Desk program has been highly valuable to our business. Because as a growing agribusiness, without fully established HR department, we felt the need to apply for this track, which is the HR track, in order to scale up and improve on our business. Regarding the mentoring sessions, which was significant in strengthening my understanding especially with labor regulations, worker rights, health and safety standards, employee welfare, and compliance requirements. So that was basically what I went in for.
I'm Josephine Atakeson, CEO of Glow Foods. Glow Foods is into the production of food powders. Our mission is to produce unadulterated foods for our valued customers at competitive prices. Currently, we produce fish powder, shrimp powder, and pepper powders. I signed up for this project under the accounting and bookkeeping track because I have no accounting background, I should say. The prices I sell my products is because of help from other people who I thought could help, but they also didn't have accounting background. So I thought I needed an expert eye to look into my books so far. That is why I signed up for this project. We started off by taking each of my products individually to go through the production costs, what it actually costs to produce each of them. And so we went through each of them, going through labor costs, going through material costs, overheads, all that goes into it. So with that, I got to find out that there were some of my products that I actually was not selling at the right price because I was just selling at the production cost. So this has greatly helped to give me a better footing. I know that, okay, next year I'm going to increase prices by this amount so that I am profitable. I don't make losses. So before this program, I didn't have any expert advice or on my bookkeeping, on my accounting, and I had no idea personally. But as I sit here, at least I know a few terms. I have a bit more knowledge on the whole accounting thing with respect to my company. And so now that the program is over, I'm in a better position to handle my accounting and my financials, my bookkeeping, because of the accounting software that the project came with. It's been a great help. So it's helped me put things in place. I would at any time recommend this project to anyone who has no accounting background whatsoever. Even those who have accounting backgrounds, I think it's a good opportunity. And I want to thank GNBCC for this great help. It has placed my company in a better position for the future. And I think I'm in a better place to make more profits. Thank you very much.
My name is Edin Alexander Paddy, CEO of ADF Crystal Enterprise. I am into the agriculture inputs and at the same time a farmer. With my interaction with the GNBCC, I got to know that there is a class that is beginning this March. So I found out a little background about it and I realized that it will help me. Most at times, as a CEO, you may think you know all, but as the class started, I entered into the class like a joke, and the accounting master or the accounts person who took us through accounting was able to blow our eyes the first day, telling us what actually we have been doing, which is not going to help the company, which is not going to help the company. Keep taking stocks, crediting your account, focusing on the ability of the company, what the company needs to do. It took us a bit to understand what it's about. Most often, as a CEO, some of the things we just look at it. We don't take proper records. We don't have our bookkeeping right. And then we take stocks. We just import things and we assume that we have this number of stocks and we are selling it at this price. So the profit margin is big. Here, there was a scenario about calculating your interest against your expenditure. And we realized that the expenditure is even more than the interest that you are going to make when it comes to importations of the product that you are selling. Though I've been a GNBCC member, most of these things, I don't regard it. I don't regard most of the things, but it was a wake-up call for me to stand up very strongly and put my home together. I actually opt for digital marketing, but after the introduction of accounting and then the marketing and HR, I realized that I have to choose the three all to be able to update myself and do the proper things.
Hi everyone, my name is Kezia Queen and I'm from Chocolate House. We are focused in creating artisanal chocolates, focusing on the taste and craftsmanship. I was designated to represent Chocolate House for this SME front support desk. During my time here, I've really learned a lot of things that has really helped me, I think will help the business grow. With marketing, I learned that branding starts from you. If you brand yourself well, your company or your business will flourish. And then again, the product doesn't sell itself. People sell the product. People's story or their ideas sell your product for you. Because if the people you're selling to or you're dealing with don't have stories to share, how well do you want to sell your products? It doesn't even make sense, does it? Then with HR management, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I learned that in the hiring process, you have to put familiarity aside and make sure you hire the right fit. Because imagine I need a carpenter to do my job for me and my carpenter comes to work well. And after my carpenter working, I think that, oh, I need someone to also clean. I hired a carpenter, not a cleaner. And how sure am I that my carpenter will do a diligent work when it comes to cleaning? I'm not too sure. So I have to put the right measures in place and make sure I hire a cleaner for the right job. And I also learned that putting familiarity aside and hiring through the right processes will save 85% of your business worth. I don't think anyone would want to be a handicap when it comes to finding the right fit to actually take a role in their businesses. Then again, I think we need to learn the human rights policies and laws when it comes to HR so that we don't find ourselves wanting. And in accounting, we should make sure the numbers are always logged in, or let me say bookkeeping, to help us very well, because our business finances are responsibilities, and if we don't take those responsibilities so keen, it's a very big loss and a damage to our company. Then again, I would say a very big thank you to GNBCC. Because during my time here, I've learned a lot and it's been worthwhile. Though that's my very first time with GNBCC, I would recommend them to anyone, yes. Because during the time here, I've learned a lot about marketing, learned a lot about HR strategies, and even accounting. I'm no business personnel, I didn't read accounting, but currently I can boldly say I'm a mini accountant, you know, and thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been worthwhile and a nice journey with you. Bye.
My name is Edith Amosa from Amosa Farms. Amosa Farms produces coconuts, cassava, and then maize. And we've recently started a backyard poultry with layers and then sasso beds for meat. I was part of the Women in Business last year, which ran from, I think, October thereabouts to December. And it was so insightful. And so once this SME desk was brought to us, I thought it wise to join, and I've not been disappointed. It has been very impactful, very insightful, and very educative. Unfortunately, we can only choose one desk, and so I've decided to go with the HR one. Hopefully, if the opportunity comes for us to choose again, I would. So the SME desk comprised of marketing, accounting, and then HR. And I've learned for the group sessions, I've learned quite a lot. I've learned for accounting, for instance, how to read the reports that financial officers will bring to us. I've learned to read the reports. For marketing, I've learned about having a marketing plan, and in fact, having even a budget for marketing, which I didn't know. Now, since I'm going to go for HR, because I've come to understand that HR is the engine that runs the whole thing. Once you are not able to employ a good fit for your business, everything is going to go down. I've come to learn that I need to really take a look at the policies that the government has put out there concerning our human resource. I've learned that even if I'm just the only person in the business, I'm supposed to be an HR for me to handle everything until gradually we progress. I've learned to have a strategy for the HR. The strategy talks about where I want to be, maybe in the short term, in the long term, in the medium term, depending on what I'm looking for, and then put measures in place how to actually take from the short out to the long term. I've learned about the policies that has to be in place, how you have to take care of your workers. In fact, their emotional and psychological well-being is even part of the work that I have to do. I've learned so much, and I believe that going forward, whilst we move on to the one-on-one, where we will delve into your business, is going to be a business specific. So in this case, it's going to be Amosa Farms specific, where I will deal with issues in the business and how to solve it. Thank you so much, and I pray that more opportunities like this, GNBCC will bring more opportunities for us to enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Etonam Awia. I am the administrative assistant at Green Gold Gardens. Green Gold Gardens, it's an exquisitely curated garden center based in Jowulu, and we sell so many gardening items. We create our own potting mix. We have our own fortified soil, which is very helpful. We sell plants and all your plant needs, including ornamental plants, anything that you need for plant health. We do all of that. Our garden center also serves as a event space where we rent out for people, especially people who like a calm, serene space. We also do rental of plants and potted plants as well. So anyone interested in that can also come to us. I joined this SME workshop mostly for marketing, to be able to amplify our voice and put ourselves out there in a way to market ourselves. It has been very beneficial because I've learned so many more things that I didn't expect to learn. Apart from marketing, we're taken through accounting and human resources. It has really been helpful. I've learned so many things that I didn't think were necessary. I've also learned of some things that we were doing that were wrong and that we seek to correct them now. It's been very impactful. Everyone has helped us, from the people I met here to the people who taught us. It has just been a very fun experience. As we move on to the one-on-one, I expect to learn more about how to market Green Gold Gardens, to put ourselves out there, to draw our intended audience, and just boost sales and have people come to know of our garden center, and then let people come and enjoy the space that we have.
My name is Letitia Akoto Adepa from NB Agribees Africa Limited. We are into importation and distribution of fertilizers across Ghana and the West Africa region. We are also into seedlings and farm inputs. We do training for farmers, post-harvest training, etc. We also aid them with finance facilitation. It was a friend who gave me the link. That was how I found out. I didn't know anything about the GNBCC, but a friend sent me the link because he knows what I do, and he thought I needed that kind of training to boost my business. And so when I went through, I realized that, of course, it's a great thing, a great opportunity that I needed to join. And so I applied and I went through the process, and then I was selected. And coming to the training, it has been an awesome experience from day one. I have had the opportunity to go through accounting, to learn about how to prepare the trial balance, how to prepare your balance sheets, and how to prepare a profit and loss account, which before I only hear the names but didn't really have any insight or knowledge in any of those account preparations. Also, the marketing desk has been very helpful because I've been through a couple of marketing trainings, but the experience I have here, it's very unique in that it is very in-depth, and then it brings out exactly the knowledge I need, like how to price my goods, the unique value propositions, how to brand my product to make sure I'm attracting the right client or population that I need to attract. And so the marketing aspect too has been very good. The social media marketing, they took their time, went into details. I mean, it was more than I expected. And so for me, it has been a great value addition to whatever training I had been to before. And then the HR, which I chose to be a part of, the HR desk, has been very awesome because I have learned about the recruitment process, I've learned about the policies, I've learned about the strategy, building a strategy for my business. And then to me, in a whole, I think this is a pocket MBA and very practical It's going to help me boost my business. And I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers, to the trainers, especially to Akwesi and Grace and Nana, and I am also very grateful to them for celebrating my birthday with me today. And I say God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you so much all for being here. Today, you are all welcome. Today, we are here for a simple program. Basically, is to launch the Dutch Export Academy.
We are trying to assist in every environment. Part of that is the Dutch Export Academy. We are now organizing this now for the 5th time, and every time we are trying to improve the academy, and you benefit as people, as companies who are part of the Dutch Export Academy from that experience.
So yes, on behalf of the Kingdom of the Netherlands and GNBCC, and on MDF's behalf, I officially launched the 5th edition of the Dutch Export. Thank you.
You cannot be a business person and not be a good negotiator. I'm hoping that when we are done with this session, you'll get some insights to try and be better at it. There are a lot of tips we are going to talk about, insights we are going to discuss, experiences we are going to share, learnings we are going to share from each other, and the hope is it guides you in your journey.
Good morning. I'm happy to see all of you again. My name is Charles Osafo, Stakeholder Engagement Manager, MPS. Leonora will give you a little safety talk, then I will start the presentations. You stop me at any time if you have a question to ask, or you can wait till the end and let the questions come. But I don't mind, any which way is fine for me. And then after that, they are going to see if they can prepare a place for us on the terminal so that we will drive there, you get down and then you can see everything. So once again, welcome to MPS.